Hey, you guys, this is your coach, Dr. Andrea Dickerson here, founder of IOwnADaycare.com, where we connect childcare business owners with proven management solutions. For today's proven management solution, I want to talk to childcare business owners about creating a task management system so that you can manage multiple childcare locations and improve the productivity of your admin team. If this sounds like something you're interested in, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, stay tuned, and I'll be right back. Hey, you guys, welcome back. Today, I want to share with you my story and then why I created 3 major supporting tools to help me better manage my admin team and multiple locations. So, in the beginning of me managing my childcare business, I knew nothing about admin meetings, or I was really focused on my classroom. So I didn't know much about leading a team of admin, program directors, center directors, front desk personnel. I knew nothing about that. And then over time, I began to remove myself from the day-to-day operations. And when I removed myself from the day-to-day operations, I had to ensure consistency and I had to ensure quality. So what happened was I started missing major conversations with my team. There were times when I didn't know a student was enrolled, or people were working on the clock later than they should have, or I just had so many little bitty things that could have been prevented if I had the proper tools in place to guide me so that I could guide my team. And this is why I stand behind my brand of I Own a Daycare, because we connect childcare business owners to proven management solutions. And these proven solutions came from me making errors and or evolving as a CEO. So girl, when I started evolving more as a CEO, I realized that I needed to put tools in place to guide me as their CEO and to guide them with accountability. So let's go behind the scenes and let me show you what I created. The first thing I created was a management planning outline. My management planning outline was critical to my success. So my husband and I, we work together as a team in our childcare business. And I realized that I wasn't effective as his leader. I would mix business and family together. So we could be talking about things that's happening in a childcare center, and then all of a sudden I'll think about something that he didn't do in the garage or something. So I started overlapping the 2 hats that I wear in my life, and that was poor for our communication, and for the business that we were growing, that was just a poor move. So then I was like, okay, not only do I need a management planning system with my team, I need to treat my husband like he is a part of my team. All right. So then now let me keep going before I actually tell you what's in this system. So then I would, of course, out of responsibility, know I need to speak to my director, and I would just ask questions like, what's going on? What's happening? I would worry about the bottom line, who paid, who didn't pay. But then when it came to her being able to execute beyond my questions, there was very little in communication. And then I realized that I had expectations for her, but I never set up her daily task systems to support those expectations. So then that's when I had this aha moment, and I created a management planning system. I put my management planning system into a kit called the Jumpstart Daily Business Booster. You can find out more about it by heading over to www.childcareballshop.com. So when I created this kit, what it did for me was it allowed me to have a flow for my meetings. So if you haven't created a flow for when you meet with your leaders to ensure that you review the most important topics of the day or the week or whatever's happening in your program, however often you meet with your people, you want to implement that. Or if you want to save yourself time, you're going to get the all-in-one kit that includes all of my management processes for my multiple locations by heading over to www.childcarebossshop.com and grabbing the Jumpstart Daily Business Booster. All right, so here's product number 2 that wasn't a product. It started out as a management tool to help me manage my team. So by this time, I'm better at management. I have about 4 admin team members. So that means center directors. That means someone working in my corporate office, one-on-one with me to make sure that everything gets out to my corporation. That means I'm working with someone over my nanny agency, someone over my childcare center, someone over my after-school program, someone over all of the pieces of my childcare life, right? So then I realized that I needed to implement a structure for them. Like, this management planning tool was a great structure for me and for me to properly delegate, but then they needed a tool. So this is when I came up with my awesome notepad. So my notepad allows me to give them 3 top tasks that we want to make sure gets done that week. Now the goal is for you to have framework in place to support this. And then once you give them the 3 top tasks, you then check from the productivity sheet what you want to see done. So I broke it down, what they should do on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, etc. Now here's the secret. Not only did I use this notepad for my team, but I used it for me as well, so that I can stay in a rhythm and flow of what was happening in my business and what I needed to accomplish within my business as well. So then I began to work with my team on how to list the activity that has been assigned to them by a time, so that their day flows with what should be happening with the interconnected systems in my program. And that way it saved me from expecting my directors or my admin team to do something that they never really had time to do. And then of course, any notes for the day was added there. So I could check what I want done and then put it on their desk, have a conversation about it, and they have to return this back that it was done. It could be in a digital format because we do have a closeout process so they can account for these tasks. But just having it in paper format was an amazing game changer. Now, let me take you behind the scenes to the Jumpstart Daily Business Booster and show you how powerful that tool with this notepad has been for me and my organization. All right, stay tuned. Well, okay, guys. So I wanted to talk to you, CEO to CEO, about how this Jumpstart Daily Business Booster is a game changer. Now, first of all, the obvious is this joker thick, but managing your business is a work. It's a piece of work, so you don't take that lightly. So now what I'm going to do is explain to you why you need this planner. Well, first of all, it's the only planner of its type in the world because it's a success planner that's geared towards empowering you to plan up to 4 consecutive weeks in your company. And once you've planned those 4 weeks, you take and you store this. So every year you don't have to recreate the wheel. You just pull your 4-week planner and recreate, just go back to what you did, journal about what you did, and execute the next year. So I created this because you have to plan your month. So you take, when you have created a yearly operational calendar, there will be several calendars that you have to create, but for this video, I'm only going to talk about one. But I train my clients that you should have no less than 4 yearly calendars. But I'm only going to talk about the operating one, okay? The next one is you need to make sure that you readjust your mindset. And sometimes when it comes to decision making, having clarity, knowing which direction to take, knowing what to delegate. You have to gain clarity, so you write that out. I also included my curriculum planner, my money booster, follow-up sheets, marketing boosters. So this topic called segment marketing. And so typically I'll ask my team to send over their numbers in their closeout doc. When I get their closeout doc, it's going to tell me the number of students that I have in my program and the number of slots I have available. So when I look at 3 of my locations, or if you were to look at 3 of your locations, 2 of your locations, and it showed that you had infants and toddlers available in both or all of your locations, and you needed to fill those slots, then you would do a plan for segment marketing. And that segment marketing plan will be around the infant and toddler. And then it just gives you the marketing pieces to plan for, so that you can delegate that over to your design team, your web team, and your marketing team. If you are the team, trust me, I know that's going to give you so much clarity on what to do, because you are the team. And then I have things like my meeting planner, my management planning system. So I have all of these in this one kit. Also, I am a big believer in quiet time. So I keep quiet time notes. I'm a big believer in developing myself professionally. So I work on an evening routine and a morning routine. So some professional growth and development pieces, well, not professional, I would say personal growth and development pieces are in here as well. So I don't want to bore you any longer. Let's go behind the scenes. First, guys, here's a quick look at my office. Y'all know I'm in love. Hey, I'm in love. Hey, I'm in love with my office, you all. Okay. All right, playtime over. Here we go. So, introducing you to the Jumpstart Daily Business Booster. It includes personal information section. It includes like contact information. You know, sometimes we have the people that we got to get in contact with. If you manage multiple passwords and you don't keep everything in your phone or in your head, that's good for that. And it also manages your personal goals for your company. So you get to write your goals there. And then again, like we talked about, that mindset piece, because having the right mindset is so important. Then I have a section where I call my idea. So I'm able to write out ideas. This is why I was able to get my systems done so fast as well. All right, and then my next section is what I call clarity sheets. So I break down what needs to be done in the different departments in my planning and in my business, things that I already know I need to get done and what date. I love doing, I love reading, and I love vision boarding, so I could use my picture this section. And like I said, I have quiet time for my prayers and my scriptures. So y'all, it's like including all your biblical principles in this planner as well. All right, and then I have a management booster. So in this section, it's all about managing the company. So you have your weekly calendar. Then you have your office systems that you need to put in place. And then you have your trigger systems for your week. And then you have your marketing systems that you need to put in place. All right. And then you have your segment marketing. So we were talking about that, how you could build out all of your marketing concepts to that area of your business. Then you have like who you need to follow up with. All right. And then you have like your money booster, keeping track of your money. And then you have like your evening routine, morning routine for your personal growth and development. All right. And then we move into the management section. Let me get it so you can see it. So with the staff management section, this is when you start tapping into goals for your staff. So you write out your leadership goals, your goals you have for your team. And then your task manager, so who does what in your company, so you can keep up with your task and delegating tasks. Your classroom, this is so cool. So I skipped something right here. Let me go back. So this represents like my agenda for how I meet with my teachers and train my leaders to meet with my teachers. And then I have the whole year planned out for the meeting agendas. All right. And then you have what goes on in your classrooms, your classroom goals. And this matches my child care center. So these are the colors of my centers and what have to take place in my centers. The lesson planning and just the plain old note section. So all of this is a lot, but you don't have to do everything each week. It's just so important that you know that you have a place that you can run to and plan your business. So there you have it, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's Work It Wednesday and your training video, where I want to encourage you to, number one, organize yourself so that you can organize your multiple locations. And then number two, use tools. Using tools is the best way for you to accomplish managing high-level, high-performance teams. And one thing I believe is what is written is what matters. So put your systems in place, create tools to support your systems. And if you'd like to use the tools that were already created from a multi-site owner who is a high achiever, that's me, then head over to www.childcarebossshop.com and grab your tools today. And as always, remember, if you manage the childcare business that you love, you will love the childcare business that you manage. Bye, you guys.